Yeah.
Oh, okay, sure. That's nice.
Thank you.
It's like a full-time thing?
No, I wish I could support myself this way, but right now it's more of a hobby.
How you doing, man? What's your name?
Mo.
Bo?
Mo.
Mo? Tamari.
Tamari, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man. I'm really trying to get into music, man. You know what I mean?
Me too.
I think, you know, I'm really trying to, you know, play a tune. Just play any tune. All this equipment cost, man?
This was the most expensive part. This was about $250. This I found on Craigslist. Actually, this was about $200 on Craigslist too. So.
On Craigslist?
Yeah.
Nice. That's really nice, man.
I like this one because it has 76 keys, whereas a lot of the ones you buy, they either have 61 and they're too small, or they have 88 and they're a little too big to carry around. But this one's nice because it's a good size, but it has enough keys to do most composing.
So you're a good pianist, I see. Okay.
When I was getting my associates a couple of years ago, I had to work a lot on piano because when you're getting an associates, they force you to take piano lessons.
Oh, okay.
Because piano is the best way to learn a lot of theory concepts.
Gotcha.
And so they make you study piano for that reason. I was taking piano lessons, and I was using piano to practice my scales as well. So during those 2 years, I got pretty good. I got sort of okay, but I was intimidated by sheet music.
Oh, okay.
Because you look at it and it's hard to read. When you're trying to read sheet music, it's hard. There's that, and also I was intimidated because I was trying to learn all the different scales, and I was spending a lot of time just memorizing the scales, and so I kind of gave up back then.
Yeah.
But when I picked back up recently, I realized that I had made more progress than I realized, because I was able to pick back up and get into it within a couple of weeks. I was back into it and figuring stuff out kind of from the back, but because my ears are trained enough to hear chords and stuff. Because I also, when I was getting associates, besides working on piano, they also make you take 4 semesters on sight singing and ear training, which is where you read them, you look at a melody and you try to sing the notes, and also in that class you practice clapping rhythms, which is really important, and melodic dictation, solfege, learning the scales, learning both to hear and sing intervals. That's a tough thing.
Okay.
Learning both to hear and sing intervals, and but because of all that, when I got to the piano, I was able to hear kind of what sounded right, because I understood cadences, I understood solfege, I understood, scales roughly, and so from that I was able to figure out what sounds right.
Right.
And that's how I came up with the stuff that I have composed so far, is just kind of figuring out what sounds right, based on what I know about from music theory.
That sounds great, man. It's my ears. Paid off.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't realize that music is kind of an art/science, because you're dealing with the overtone series, the harmonic overtone series, which is where, in terms of science, I think, I'm not sure the best way to explain it, but when you get to, one of the things they teach you in theory course is that there's it's all based around tonal harmony. It's called tonal harmony, and it's when you have what is considered a tonal center, and around the tonal center you have the overtone series above. So it's called do. A lot of times it's the so like you fix C, if you fix C as do, then the third scale, the third major third above it is the E, and then the perfect fifth above it is the G, and these are like if you think of these as like the frequencies, these are where the slots are kind of the ones that relate within the harmonic overtone series.
Okay.
So scientifically speaking, if you saw the frequencies, this one is twice the frequency. It's either it's a multiple. It goes in multiples. So that's basically, when you're studying music, you're trying to figure out how to manipulate the overtone series, and it takes, the more precise you are, the better it's going to sound. That's the thing with music, is you gotta if you don't hit those slots just right, it's not going to sound. It's not going to sound right. That's especially important for vocalists.
Yeah.
That's especially important for vocalists, because they need to hear. They need to not only hear what do is, they need to be able to, when they sing, they have to make sure they're fitting into one of those slots. Preferably, they're gonna either stick to sol, either do or sol. But if they know what they're doing, I'll let you know.
Right.
Once the singer knows what they're doing, they can do whatever they want. But usually the most effective things are either the third or the fifth. That's usually your safest bet.
For sure.
Anything else, like if you start to throw off the tonal center, if you do, especially like if you do a minor third below, that could throw it off, because the minor third below is the related minor key. So you have to be careful. Another thing is that what you want to try to accentuate the bass note, but it's gonna be in whatever kind of inversion. So you're not gonna, in order to hear the bass note, you have to know what inversion it's in.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to. A lot of times it's a lot easier than it sounds.
Yeah.
But being able to kind of quickly match yourself and figure out where's the best line, that's a very difficult skill.
Oh, okay. Man, how much do you charge?
For what?
Oh, the access card.
To record, man.
To record?
Well, you're not there yet.
I'm not there yet. I mean, I'm still working out the details. I mean, I'm recording on my GoPro, but that's about it so far. I'm still working on the compositions, so I'm still trying to figure out like where the song should go in terms of sections and all that, which parts repeat and where they go and all that. So that's another reason I'm not ready to record yet.
Man, well, when you are, man, I want to contact you, man.
Okay.
Can I get your contact information?
Yeah, let me give you my cell phone number.
Sure.
512
All right.
350. You wanna text me or drop call?
For sure. Some cool stuff, man. It's good to just put yourself out here.
The one where he didn't
Yeah.
want to pick them anymore?
Yeah, it was just chance, man, because I love music, man. I only made one track when I was like 15. One. And, that's when I was it was more of a beginner stage and, not knowing really what I wanted to talk about. You know what I mean? I'm about to text you right now. I just texted you.
Okay.
So before college, you were working on the piano. You were doing piano anyway?
No, I didn't really get into it until after I got out of the army. I was in choir. I've been in choir like my whole life. I didn't start studying it formally until I got out of the army and I had the GI Bill to use. And so I used GI Bill and I got associates after 2 years. But then, like I said, I got discouraged because sheet music was kicking my ass, and trying to learn the scales was kicking my ass, and then as now, I didn't really see it wasn't enough to support me yet. So it's kind of like, so I gave up back then, but I'm trying to pick back up now.
I think you got it, man. It's just, I say in life, it's just about chances and examples. You know what I mean? It's always a second chance to everything. You know what I mean? You got this, man. So, I mean, definitely, man. It was nice talking to you, man. Really appreciate it. And I hope one of these days, man, I'll contact you. You know what I mean? And I believe you have something going, man. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
You have a good one.
You too. What was that one he did? Okay. G minor. I don't want to do major 3. No. What was it? Is that it? Dude. Okay, it was definitely this. It was a 3, but maybe it didn't go straight to the win. Yes, I remember major 7. place that might have it on there. But I can't sync because my booth doesn't work. Sync. I can't sync. Too buoyant. Too buoyant. So what was that one again? Okay. T has more of a bite to it than the T. It wants to resolve up, and that's they give you that tritona. It gives you that tritona that wants to resolve up birds. Why not though? Use it different going up or down. It's going down, use it up. Why you looked out here? It's over here. Point this at you first of all, crazy. First of all, crazy. Point the sound at your ass.